Simon Phillips.
Man band, huh?
Yeah. You're directing An Officer and a Gentleman, Australian premiere, world premiere in Australia. How do you feel about that? Excited?
Well, of course, it's really exciting. Always great to work on a project that's brand new, and you can get you have a whole different set of responsibilities in terms of bringing it to life. We've done some workshops and build it up, and I think musicals are very experiential and very organic in the way that they shape and build. So it's thrilling to work on a new one.
And you say that you have only cast 80% of the cast, is that correct?
We've been auditioning recently. We've got a pretty good idea of where we're going, but yeah, we need to do the final pieces of the jigsaw before we can announce the cast.
I'm pretty sure the people of my website would be interested to know how they could audition for this show.
Too late. It's all done, unfortunately.
They're all callbacks,
if they didn't know about it, no, we've done everything. We've done the callbacks. We're just kind of juggling the last minute of, it's always complicated. People have many different tracks and all that kind of thing.
Do you use an agency to find people? What do you do?
GFO doesn't use an agency. They do it in-house, but they go to all the agents with the casting brief, and it's up to the agents to put forward their people. Then we do a big audition in which really virtually anyone can come to that audition, and then it's culled from there, and then culled again and culled again.
So it's a generous word, cull. It's a hard business.
Yeah, it is. It's tough.
GFO,
yeah.
Gordon Frost organisation. You've worked with them before?
I feel like I have. Have I? Well, Frosty was involved on Priscilla when it opened in Australia, so I've worked with, and I've known Frosty for a long time, but this is actually the first time we've done all-encompassing show altogether.
Is Priscilla Queen of the Desert still playing?
It is still playing, yeah, still playing on Broadway and on the West End.
And so the stage manager's taken over from where you left off? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, well, in the West End there's a resident director, and in America they do it a little bit differently, so there's a stage manager, yeah, but I'm going there in a couple of weeks to check up on it and see how it's going.
How many times have you seen that show?
Priscilla itself, God knows, just don't ask me how many times I've seen it, yeah.
And so what do you think sales will be like for this musical, and what would you base that on?
Look, I think it'll be a very popular musical. I just think like the ideal model for a musical is a musical that mothers can bring their daughters to. So it's why I think why Wicked was such a humongous success, so I think that Officer and a Gentleman, because there'll be many mothers who have teenage daughters and it was their big romantic film of their youth, and they'll want to revisit it themselves, but also maybe it's an opportunity to show their daughters what they missed out on. Hello, I'm Simon Phillips. You're watching the Theatre Network.